Since you're not going to get any rebuttal from my opponent, I'll be a little shorter than 5 minutes and leave more time for the vast amount of other candidates that you have in the 1st District. My name is David Couch. I'm running for the 4th District Supervisorial seat. I'll give you a quick background on me. I was born and raised in Bakersfield, attended local public schools, went to Bakersfield High School, went to San Jose State University, got a degree in business administration with a concentration in accounting. Tried to play professional tennis for about 6 months, lost more than I spent most of my money, and came back and got a real job at Occidental Exploration and Production Company, excuse me, in the accounting department. Spent a few years there, maybe 3 years. Went on to a smaller oil company called Challenger Minerals, which I don't believe even has production here anymore. Then I went to work for an even smaller company. We sold casing and tubing to folks that were drilling oil wells and producing oil. Then I went into a business that I had always wanted to be in. I was always interested in money and how it worked and how investments worked and how you could make your money work for you. So I went to work for a company called Dean Witter back in 1988, I believe it was, just after the crash of 1987. Worked there for 7 years, went to Smith Barney, went from Smith Barney to Morgan Stanley, which had purchased Dean Witter. After I came back to Morgan Stanley and Smith Barney merged. It's a long way of saying I've worked for about 4 or 5 different companies. They're all now one company. No matter where I go, it seems to follow me around. In 1998, I ran successfully for the Bakersfield City Council, and so I've served. This is my 14th year on the City Council. I've been fortunate enough to be the council member for Ward 4 for those 14 years, and I've been fortunate enough to serve as the vice mayor on 2 separate occasions, including right now. That's a 2-year term. I am running for the Board of Supervisors because I would like to have a hand in shaping public policy at the county level. I think that is one way, it's not the only way, it may not even be the most important way, but it is one way that we can affect what our community, what our communities become. Are they the kind of place that my 17-year-old son, after he goes away and realizes this wasn't such a bad place to live after all, is this the kind of place that he's going to want to come back? He's going to want to work, he's going to want to live and raise his family. I would like to have a hand in ensuring that, because it was a really good place for me to grow up. It was a great place for me to grow up. And once I got away from it, I realized how good it was. And now I know that some of the reason it is the way it is because there were good elected officials that made good public policy decisions, and that definitely impacted not only the way it developed, but whether the streets are safe or not, what the schools are like, all kinds of different things that people that are elected in public office can impact in a positive way. I would like to have a hand in doing that. I will leave it at that, and I will leave more time for the 8. By the way, I would like to say this about the other 8. On June 5th, there's going to be some of us that don't get to go on to November. Fortunately, in my case, I'm either going to win or I'm going to lose. But I admire anybody that puts their name on the ballot and goes through what we have gone through in the last few months, and what unfortunately at least 2 of them are going to have to continue to go through for the next 5 or 6 months. It's a grueling process, it's stressful, it's hard, and I just admire the 8 of them for doing it. I'm really glad there aren't 8 in the 4th District running. I thank my lucky stars for that. So I want to applaud them for just putting their name on the ballot. And I want to thank you for having this forum today and allowing me to just spend a couple of minutes with you. Thanks very much.